I ain't scared of you motherfuckers. I'm on it.
Hey, Freak Show! You're going nowhere!
We'll do it live! Fuck it!
Welcome back, kids and coaches, to another episode of West of Nowhere. I am Levi.
And I'm
And
Shane.
Shane's back, and we all missed him, everybody. We missed him, right? Oh,
No.
okay, well.
Judging by the views, you guys just want Levi here, so I'm just gonna fucking... actually, Levi, now that since we're recording, I've been thinking about something for a couple weeks now.
Oh, no.
And...
I can't go through this again, I gotta tell you.
Well, you're gonna go through it on air now, so even better.
So fucked up.
So that you can rant on me in real time.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't want our viewers to think any differently of me, because I feel like that's exactly what would happen. No, yeah, it is weird. Like, and sometimes I try to like figure out what's the cause. Sometimes we get like an influx of a bunch of views, and it's like, what the fuck's going on? And like still to this day, our highest viewed video on YouTube is the one that Chantel was on, but there's no comments, like at all.
Yeah, not a single comment.
I don't understand it. Like people are just like, yes, indubitably, yes,
indubitably.
Continue. Like, okay, cool.
So what that means is we should just have Chantel on all the time.
Mark.
I mean, Mark already funds us, so might as well just have his wife on.
Since you pay the bills, might as well get your wife on here. Then technically you're kind of paying her. That'd be cool.
Yeah, see? Then you're actually not even giving us money. You're just giving your wife money, which you already do.
Let's just make it happen. Speaking of the people giving us money, who are they this week?
We want to thank Tony Burgess, Adam Pacino, Sam Norton, Natalie Tacarante, of course, Daddy Warbucks himself, Mark Stadler, our Master of Media, Kylie Gangwish, Colton Zammersla, and Jeremy Bradford.
Yeah, and still killing it on the memes, Kylie. Keeping them fresh, keeping the page alive. one jab at us at a time.
Yeah.
So we got some comments from the YouTube video, even it's only been up for a couple days, but
yeah.
Kylie and Pantera Girl. Kylie said bikes, which is, I mean, you get it. If you don't, you need to pay attention to Tom Segura more. And then she said, "I love your take on the Griner deal, especially making know that." Okay, so she uses talk to text. I don't know if anybody knows this about Kylie, but she uses talk to text a lot, and a lot of times her texts to us or her posts on anything kind of get a little wonky. So here's a good example: especially making know the Marines' family's thoughts. So, you get it. Especially making know the Marines' family's thoughts.
Especially making know, dude.
Yeah.
Name of the episode.
Especially making know. I love it. And on the topic of your absence last week, Pantera Girl said, "I'd be stuck with you in a day," with a smiley face, and I was like,
"You're cut off, Pantera Girl. You're fucking cut off.
Don't feed my ego." And
really? Really? Are you serious? What was that? A couple episodes ago, you were like, every time you vape, I hit it with you. It's like a cheers. But cool, I'm not there, and it's fine. Got it.
She's a traitor. Oh my gosh. We
traitor,
see
dude.
where your loyalties lie.
Mm-hmm. Whoever's on the show. All right,
Unreal. And then she was talking about underdogs. Her team's the Bucks. Poor Tom Brady.
Underdogs.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, poor Tom Brady.
He's doing rough. She said came to Tampa and the Florida man took over, which is pretty honestly. His life has kind of gone to shambles since he went to Florida, but it is what it is.
He got greedy, dude.
Just hanging up, dude.
He should have just retired. He should have just retired. Yeah. Everybody does it, dude. Like, what was the quarterback from Green Bay who went to the Vikings?
Favre.
Dude, he was great with the Packers. He spent his whole fucking career there. got some kind of chip on his shoulder, was like, you know what? I could do this anywhere, and then could
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, I think he only took the
Uh,
Vikings to one playoff, and that was it, right? Something. It
it's
wasn't great, but
that's the problem with greats, though.
they
I
can't
think
just
at a
give
certain
up.
point, you can't let
Yeah,
go, right? Like I am the greatest, I can't
yeah.
let go.
I think that has happened time and time again throughout any sport, really. Like they just
Yeah.
keep going too long. Like you look at I think Muhammad Ali's a pretty good example. Like he was losing his touch and his speed, and he just kept fighting. And most of his losses, I think he's only got under 10, but most of them come in the later section of his career when he kept trying to force himself back into that spot. And it's like, dude,
hmm
just let it go. Or like, you
Yeah.
know, I don't know if anybody pays attention to NASCAR, but like Dale Earnhardt Jr., he just kept racing even though he was like not winning, and I don't think he was in it anymore, and he just was like, ugh. But he just kept going, and I don't know if it was more societal pressures or like the fan pressures, but you feel bad for those kind of people where they're like, they just can't stop, and you're like, you gotta go, just hang it up, hang up the cleats, man. Uh,
I think it's got to be more akin to a
yeah,
drug at that point. Like the being famous, the being on
yeah.
top has got to be the same similar type of high that you get from fucking, whatever, like pick your
Has to
drug.
be. I mean, I'll say it. Being at the pinnacle of podcasting, like I just don't want to quit. That's where I'm at.
Yeah. You know what? When you being on this high level, like Joe
Yeah,
Who, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like,
Like he's 5'2", doesn't have hair. What do you want? Like, um, and then so continue on some of her comments. She when I said the I was comparing the whole Twitter fiasco with the making just make your own website and you don't have to worry about getting
yeah,
your free speech taken away. And she said that's exactly what Trump did when he was banned. He went and made his own version of Twitter. Obviously, it's not the same amount of exposure, but there's nothing stopping him or anybody else from doing that. And that's true. Like I said, you fucking go create a fucking website and then just blog post the stupid thoughts that you want to have, and then guess what? You're fine. Like
yeah,
you're paying the site fees. Like and at that point, if your website gets taken down for literally just your thoughts, then you know something fucked up's going on. But that's not gonna happen.
yeah.
So
I was gonna
like
say,
you
yeah,
gotta be saying
who's
some
in charge of taking down
stupid
websites?
shit like the whoever the domain that they host it or like the servers or whatever, like that kind of shit. You got to get real
Okay,
into it if somebody's gonna take your website down. Like
I feel like, yeah,
the only websites I ever see that go down are like the ones where they're like you can watch any movie for free here or like stream any sports thing or like
yeah,
the
yeah. No,
illegal
you're right.
ones. So yeah. Anyway, onward and forward. Holy
Yeah,
shit! I don't know. You haven't been awake that long, but did you see the outcome of the Vikings game earlier?
no,
So, as you know, Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, playing for the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts,
yeah.
playing the Vikings in Minneapolis, and they dropped 33 unanswered points on them in the first half. Fucking
Holy
just
shit, dude.
just fucked him up. The first play, not the first play, the first touchdown was a blocked punt return touchdown. Like they were just dog walking them. And then the second half came. And I don't know what the fuck that dude said to this team in the halftime, but they must have watched like a bunch of Prince videos or something and just like felt that Minneapolis pride because they won. They came back and won from 33 to nothing to 39 to 36 is what the final score was. Yeah.
What?
It was fucking
That's got to
wild.
be the biggest point deficit
It is.
overcome.
It's the biggest one in NFL
That's got to
history.
be a
Yeah.
record. Yeah,
Yeah, the
okay.
last one was 32 and this one was 33 point comeback. So,
God
yeah, how
damn.
crazy is that?
That would have been a game worth watching right there.
I mean, it was fun. I watched the whole thing. I have so the guy I was playing in fantasy had Jonathan Taylor who went out early with an ankle injury like first quarter. So all those points were Jonathan Taylor-less. Like it was mostly the defense setting up the offense in really good positions, but um the and a couple like pick sixes or fumble recoveries, and then the second half they just went off. But I have the Vikings kicker, and I was like, you can't even kick one fucking field goal in the first half. I was so fucking mad. And then he ended up, getting 4 extra points and then a 40 some yard field goal. I was like, all right,
Yeah.
redemption. I like it. I would have fucking hated to
God
have
damn.
either one of their defenses though this week, because that's fucking 30 some points is you're fucked. Like, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so and then the Bills game is on right now, and they had a shit ton of snow. They cleared off the field, but there's still a bunch of snow in the stands, and they had a delay. It was only a couple minutes, but they had a delay because fans were throwing snowballs onto the field. The fans are just yeeting them down on the field and like hitting like coaches and shit too, because you can't really hit anybody on the field from halfway up
Right,
the
yeah.
stands, but. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny that they're like, well, we got a delay because you guys are assholes, fucking animals.
Yeah. Damn, dude. Did you hear the most upsetting news? I keep seeing memes about it, but so you remember back in October, Henry
Cavill, yeah,
Cavill? How do you pronounce it? Is it Cavill
Cavill,
or Cavill? Is it
yeah.
Cavill? All
I
right.
had a
He announced
professor
that he
with
was going
that
to be
last
leaving.
name, so that's the only frame of reference I
Oh,
got.
okay.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay, well he announced that he was going to be leaving the Witcher show because he was going to reprise his role as Superman in the DC films. Well, yesterday he released a press release or a thing on social media. I think I sent it
yeah,
to you. I think I like screenshot it and
yeah,
sent it to you. That he sat down and he's no longer going to be
yeah.
Superman. And I'm a little upset
Feeling
about that.
rough?
Dude, well, it's just because like he's still plenty young enough and good looking, you know what I mean? Like to be
Yeah,
Superman. You know what I mean? Like there's no reason why he can't be it. So I don't understand who they were like, this person's gonna be better.
yeah.
This is gonna be a better Superman.
James Gunn, who is now he's the he's kind of the Kevin Feige of the DCU now. Like he's the brainchild.
Kevin
Feige
Feige.
or how do you pronounce that?
Barbara?
No, far.
What?
Kevin Feige,
What?
the MCU's like brain chief. Like he's the one that's like producing all the MCU movies and has been.
Oh, okay.
Um. Anyway, he's gonna be their version of that. Basically, he's building this universe
Okay.
up, right? And so he's like, we're gonna, just go with a younger guy, because we're gonna do young Superman. I have a whole new like kind of idea. We don't need this older one, and Henry
Fuck him.
Cavill's 39, so
I don't dude, he's still a Greek
yeah,
god.
he's
God damn it.
goddamn masterpiece. He does look like a fucking Greek sculpture of just
He
like his
100%.
face is just perfect. And I hate that so I don't know how much time you spend on TikTok. I'm assuming not a lot, but there was this video going around where this girl was like talking about like non-traditionally hot things guys can do to be more attractive to women, and she uses him as an example
Okay.
because she's like, obviously he's just an attractive person, but there's some things that he does that are not conventionally attractive that people go, yeah, that's pretty hot. Like he's like obsessed with like his interests, like D&D, Warhammer, building computers. He loves his dog. Like these are things that she starts listing off, and then a bunch of dudes on fucking TikTok are like, yeah, but he's hot. Like that's the reason why you like it. And they don't pay attention to when she said, obviously he is physically attractive, but there's these things too that add to it, right? And I think about that a lot, like how how they just didn't pay attention to half of the point, and they just went on with their
I mean,
um
I don't know, man. Like I think I'd have to agree with those dudes. Like the big selling point for people being into him is that he is
yeah,
attractive, right? like just okay, fine, he likes video games too, but we like
Yeah.
video games, and I don't see anyone beating down my door to fucking. I mean, to be fair, I'm 3,000 miles, 6,000 miles away, so somebody would. So there is someone who would beat
Yeah.
down my door, but in
Yeah.
general, no one's like following me to my room going, "Hey, no, yeah, you like video games? Let's do this shit,
Well,
dude."
I think the whole point that she was making is not in the line of I want to fuck this guy's brains out because he plays with his dog and plays video games. It's like, you know, a long-term attraction that's like obviously you can be as attractive as the next fucking person. That doesn't mean jack shit if people don't like you as a person, don't respect who you are.
Well, yeah,
And that's kind of what she was going as. Like, these are attractive qualities that are more substantial than just like, oh yeah, he's hot. This adds to that.
I also just feel like she's just re-saying what we already knew, though. You can be.
Well,
Everyone knows that you can be insanely hot, and your personality can suck asshole, and no one's gonna talk to
people
you.
know that, but they don't always pay attention to that. Like,
You're right.
you know how dumb
Yeah, you're
fucking
right.
people are sometimes. They're like, I
This
don't
is
know.
true.
I just what? Why'd you do that? You saw her, man. Like, what am I supposed to do? I didn't pay attention that she told me that she killed her last 3 boyfriends.
Wait, yeah. So you wouldn't look past that? Like, say there was this girl who was a 10, right? And she's talking to you, and she in like the middle of the night, one night you guys are hanging out, she's like, "Yeah, I may have killed my last 3
She
boyfriends."
wouldn't say it that she'd like, yeah, so I don't know if I told you, but my last couple boyfriends disappeared randomly.
Exactly. Okay, yeah. So fine. She said that to you.
Yeah.
Would you look past it for a
No.
little while? Hell yeah,
No,
you would.
I would not.
Yes, you
I would run away.
the fuck you would. No, the fuck
Yes.
you wouldn't.
Well, I'd have to plot my escape
No.
because you can't just
It would-
can't just leave because she's gonna fucking hit you from behind with a frying pan, knock you out, tie you
No,
up, put you in the basement.
so I don't think you would immediately. I don't think you would immediately run. I think what would happen is there would be like a 90-day period where you were like, I can look past this. I can look past this. And like once your serotonin levels start to drop, you're like, she's gonna murder
Yeah.
me. Like I'm gonna disappear, and then
I
you'd
don't-
leave. But I think there'd be like a 90-day
I
period.
know myself pretty well. I would be gone, dude.
No, I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, I'm a skittish. I'm like a deer, you know. You step on a twig in the woods,
All right.
and I'm gone.
Fellow listeners of the show, if you know anyone who's insanely hot but also insanely crazy, let's fly them to wherever Levi is and see
We
if he
have a
can look
test.
past, how long it takes him.
Jody Arias, what's up? Hit me up. I think she's still in prison, but
I think she's still in. You can write her a
yeah,
letter,
pen
dude.
pal.
Dude, let's write her a
Oh,
letter.
Let's do it. Like, hey, I have a question. Yeah. So anyway, you want to talk about some shit?
Yeah,
All
why not?
right. Did you listen to last week's episode at all?
I haven't had a chance.
Okay,
No.
have you been paying attention to the Elon Musk thing that's been going on?
Yeah,
So, for those of you who don't know, Elon Musk obviously bought Twitter, but then he's been going on this rampage of like doing the most weird shit on Twitter. And recently he's been banning a lot of people. The most recent example was last week that I talked about is the person who posted a video of him being booed at a Chappelle like comedy show. He brought him out and then
Yeah.
people started booing him, and the person who recorded that video and posted on Twitter got fucking banned.
What
Yeah,
the fuck?
so anyway, there's been a recent uptick within the last few days of people being banned because they are sharing their thoughts about the Twitter profile that has been sharing his jet's location. The Elon Jet Twitter is what it was, and that guy ended up getting banned or like temporarily banned. And it's funny because when Elon first bought Twitter, he's like, "Listen, I'm not gonna ban people arbitrarily. Like, I'm such a free speech fan that I'm even gonna let the guy who tracks my jet and puts my life in danger, asterisk, that's not how that works, but I'm not even gonna ban him." Fast forward to 2 days ago, he fucking banned that account because he said that it was doxing now, that his public publicly accessed information on where his jet flies to and from is doxing because it gives people, and this is in his words, assassination coordinates. So, you know, I don't know how many crazy crazy people there are, but you'd
Yeah.
have to be some kind of fucking crazy to try and first of all break into an airfield and then go to where they keep private airplanes. I'm assuming his is in a specific area, and I know
Hmm.
he's got a security team. Like you have to go through all of that just to get to him, and he might not even be on the airplane anymore. Like that just tells you where the airplane was flying to, the fucking airport. That's it.
Yeah.
So when he's tweeting, "Oh, I'm at the Twitter office all night long," that's fine. But somebody goes, "Hey, here's publicly accessed information that the FAA gave out, and the government even said this is part of the First Amendment, free speech." And this is that information, and he's like, "No, fucking banning all these people." And so he banned that guy. He banned people who were talking about it, not even sharing the information. Just people who are like, "That's crazy. Remember you said you were gonna ban him, and now look." And they share the tweets next to each other. And he's like,
Yeah. It's almost like he's throwing a
"Yeah,
tantrum.
he's being a fucking baby about everything, and it's hilarious."
Yeah.
So that's how that's going. He recently went back on it and has lifted the suspensions after he posted a poll on Twitter because that's his thing. He likes people to vote. That's how Trump got reinstated. He posted a poll. And he posted one poll and he's like, should people who did this and doxed me be have their ban unlifted? And then the first option was now, and then it was like 7 days, longer or never, something like that. And then now won, and he's like, hold on, I gotta make a new poll because there's too many options. So then the new one was like now or never or something like that, and now won again. And so he's kind of forced to go, well, fuck, I guess I gotta reinstate him because I keep living by this
Yeah.
rule. Like he forced himself into this box of this rule, and so that's where Elon's at right now. He's fucking struggling, struggling to.
He's a man of the
Dude,
people,
he's
dude.
trying so hard to be like the cool fucking. I'm the cool owner of this company, and like I want to do it.
I'm the cool
I'm not
dad.
just like the regular CEO. I'm a cool CEO.
Yeah.
And like all these people, I watched it change like overnight since he started talking about this jet tracker. All of the uber conservative people that have jumped onto Team Elon because he bought Twitter to support free speech are now going,
Yeah.
no, that's not fair. Like, that's unsafe. He could get killed. Like, it's serious danger. There are people trying to attack him, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, first of all, he has a fully funded security team all the time. Like,
Hmm.
that's their job. Let them worry about the risks. Maybe if he didn't want fucking people to track him, he probably shouldn't have started talking about it. And he Barbara Streisand himself, and now everybody fucking knows I can track Elon's jet now. Also,
Dude, I feel like if Elon Musk was being like, if there was assassination attempts, it shit would be on the news. Is like why? Like how is it now? Like how is now? Like I don't know. How is it now an issue of him getting like of there being I haven't heard about a single one. He's just making
yeah.
shit up.
So I'm glad you asked that because there was a
Damn it.
an attack that he.
Damn it.
Okay, let me
Thwarted.
no, let me frame this right. He posted a picture of a license plate and said, "Does anybody know the owner of this vehicle?" Whatever. Which apparently that's not doxing, but it's cool. um, and then was like, went on to talk about how, oh, well, this person was stalking my family and with my toddler in the whatever. And he was saying they used that information from Elon Jet to track him, even though that would only lead them to the airport.
Yeah, which is not enough to even tell you where they're at. You couldn't plan a coordinated attack with enough precision just
It
knowing what
gets
the
worse.
airport they were landing.
The location where he took the picture is nowhere near the fucking airport. And especially not the airport that his plane's parked at. And even worse, there's no police reports filed from the times that he posted that, you know. So if you
Hmm.
are a very wealthy person who is in worried that you're going to be attacked by somebody, why the fuck would you tweet about it instead of calling the fucking cops or I don't know, letting your security team fucking run it? Like it's just smells super made up. Like he's just doing it for attention and maybe possibly
Yeah.
distracting people from how bad
Hmm.
Twitter's doing right now. Like just losing money, like hemorrhaging money. Uh and you know, it's just so weird. Like it baffles me. Continues to baffle me cuz he went from being like, you know, the cool guy that's like I'm going to put people on Mars and like, you know, check out my rocket, my cars make crazy sounds, go really fast and now there's like a whole group of people who probably used to support him on some level that are like, you know what, I don't care anymore. Like I don't like him. And then there's people who have spent the last, I don't know, 4 years trashing Teslas. Like this is the worst. Like they're so bad for the environment. Just the mining for the fucking, you know, all these things and whatever.
Yeah.
It's not feasible. And now they're like, don't fucking disrespect Elon, all right? He's fucking genius. He birthed Tesla from his fucking balls. He definitely didn't buy his way into the company and force the people out. And he definitely didn't do that same thing with SpaceX or like anything else he's been in. But you fucking respect him. So fucking dumb. Like, all right, man. Like, if somebody was like, "Hey, man, here's a free Tesla, but you have to talk to Elon Musk for an hour," I'd say you could keep it. I, I just don't know what. Also, I've seen him talk. Not impressed. Like, I'd feel like it. I feel like he'd just be talking in memes the whole time, and I fucking cannot stand people that do that. So I just would have to run
Yeah.
away. I'd take my Tesla, put it in plaid mode, and get the fuck out of there. That's what I would do. Um. So yeah, that's my that's my
Yeah.
rant for the week. Um.
That's what that is. Yeah. Have you watched the Way of the Water
No,
yet?
the Avatar.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you?
No, I have not watched it yet. I was hoping maybe you had got out of the house.
Well, I've been out of the house. I just haven't gone to the movies. I saw that it's got like a
Yeah,
94% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes right now. But
yeah.
obviously, not that many people have watched it, so it'll probably change a little bit. But still, a lot of people are saying good things. I guess there's a fucking 9 hour cut of it because James Cameron said, I'm gonna do all of the effects and stuff before I cut it. And that almost makes it sound like there's gonna be like an extended double quadruple release of this fucking movie. Like,
Oh my God,
yeah,
dude.
fucking 9
9 hours?
hours.
Dude, people got shit to
Yeah,
do.
like you're gonna have to literally just break it up into a whole week. Like I'm gonna watch 30 minutes a day for a month.
It's gonna have to be like Titanic was, you know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah.
Like you put it in one tape, take it out, put it in the
Oh
next tape.
the
Like there's gonna have to be intermission
the
sections.
first Lord of the
All
Rings
right, time for lunch.
DVD, Fellowship of the Ring came out on like 5 or 6 DVDs when it first came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so crazy. Yeah, like and I get it like if you're in that position where like that movie's already going to lose money anyway, but like it's something that he obviously just wanted to make despite the money because it's James Cameron. He's got fucking
Hmm.
money. He doesn't give a shit about that at that point. But
Yeah.
you know, he's in that position where like I want everything to be done and then I'll make the cuts so that way there's all this extra fucking material now. Like I can break it up. I can do special releases. I can do technically part twos and threes if I fucking wanted to. Like it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like the Snyder cut was what 4 hours long.
Yeah.
Fucking nine. Don't get me wrong. I'll sit somewhere for 9 hours, but I'm not going to be paying attention the whole time. Like I will be distracted most of
No.
that time.
on my phone. I gotta go. I'm gonna have to pause it, go to
I'll
the
play
bathroom. I'm gonna
video
pause it. I'm
games
gonna
on this
eat. I'll
monitor and
lose,
put that over here, and I'll stay here for 9 hours. But I don't know how much information I'll retain.
dude. I'll lose
Yeah,
interest, hardcore, dude. I can't. 3 hour movies is like a
yeah,
lot, dude. It's like, fuck, dude, is this movie over
yeah,
yet? Like, I love that new Batman movie with
yeah. Robert
you know, guys that I can't say. Robert.
Pattinson. Yeah,
Yep. Him. Can't
the
say his last name
sparkly
ever. I always
vampire.
fuck it up. You
Yeah,
make fun of me. The sparkly
yeah.
vampire. Anyway, I loved him in that movie. I thought it was great. It's too
It is
fucking long.
long. I didn't realize how long it was, and then I watched it a couple months ago. Just put it on,
Yeah.
and like I had gotten so much stuff done. I was like, how the fuck is this movie still going on? Uh, yeah, that happens to me a lot, more often than you'd imagine. But yeah, it's still a good movie. But Jesus Christ, I can't imagine like back in the day when we were kids going to a movie. All the movies were an hour and a half max,
Yeah.
and that like Titanic was that was a weird one. That was long, but then
hmm
most of the movies they're short, and then fucking Lord of the Rings started making long ass. Harry Potter's starting to get in the crazy range, and you're like, bro, we got shit to do. I fucking plan my whole day around watching one movie. Imagine being in a place that doesn't have a movie theater, so you got to drive 30 minutes an hour to get to a movie theater
Yeah.
or a good one. So
Yeah.
then you're in fucking 7 hours invested into some fucking movie that you may not, because you got to
Yeah.
get food. That's going to take an hour and a half.
Yep.
Drive
You gotta
there,
wait. Yep.
back, the whole movie. You got to get there early. You're probably going to
Essentially your whole day. It's your
whole
whole
day.
fucking day to go see a movie.
Like
Yeah.
my ADHD brain cannot handle when somebody schedules something at 3 in the afternoon because I don't know what to do with my time from then until if
Mm.
somebody was like, we're gonna go watch a 9 hour movie at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, my head would explode. I'm like, I don't know what that means. Time's made up. I have to go.
Yeah.
Man. Um oh,
Speaking of other shit that people are like going on and on about recently is the new Adams Family show.
oh, Wednesday, right? Because
Yeah.
it's just really about her, isn't it? Like it's not the whole family,
Yeah.
but they're in it a little bit.
No, it's just yeah.
Saw my girl, Catherine Zeta-Jones, though. She's still gorgeous. Big fan. Anyway, yeah. Have you watched it? I'm
Yeah.
assuming not.
I'm like three episodes in, maybe
How are
four.
you liking it?
And honestly, if I hadn't told a friend of mine that I would watch it,
Really?
I would have never watched. I'd never
Yeah.
started it. I just don't
It's not your
care.
vibe.
Like it just seems like every other coming of age insert teen problem
Yeah.
here, except for this one's dark.
Yeah.
It's like this one plays on everyone's nostalgia.
Uh, yeah. Back in everybody's emo phases. Yeah.
Yeah. Like dude, well that and everyone loves the Addams
Right.
Family. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
there's not a single thing that they put out back in the day, like with all those Addams Family movies or the Addams Family cartoon show. No one ever talked shit about any of that stuff because everyone loved
Yeah.
it, because everyone loves the Addams
Yeah.
Family. But it's like literally the same
It
thing. Like misunderstood girl in a new place. Like it's just
just dry rinse repeat. Fucking yeah.
with some like spooky overtones to like really get,
Yeah.
everyone
Yeah.
going.
Well, that's unfortunate. I know that.
I'm gonna finish it, but that's the way I feel about it right now.
I know that the
Sorry.
actress, she was in that show with the murderer guy. She played like his
Yeah.
neighbor in an apartment. I thought she was really good in that. She plays a really snarky punk teenage kid, so I'm imagining that she does pretty well in this movie or this show. But yeah, haven't been super uh invested in wanting to watch it. There's no real reason for me to watch it, I guess. Like I never really got into the Addams Family. Like I of course have seen the movies, but like it wasn't something that I was like, this is my whole life. I also never really had a goth phase, so maybe that's it. But uh I did.
I mean, I guess I kind of had one, but
I people definitely
still.
didn't understand me, but I didn't have a goth face. Yeah, no, I've heard well, I haven't heard anything about the show itself. I've seen a lot of memes and a lot of video like clips of like her weird ass dance at, I'm assuming is a school dance or something.
Have you seen the memes where they compare it to Tobey Maguire's
Yeah,
dance in Spider-Man 3?
yeah. He walked so she could run and shit like that. Love it. I did. So I saw a video about that, and I guess she actually did. Like, or not her in whole, but like the director and like some of the other creative people on the set were like, for this dance, like here's some videos of like some 80s goth bands and like they're dancing and like some different things. And so she actually like the choreographer and her kind of created this thing that pays homage homage
Oh, matcha.
to some of these omelette du fromage to these like old goth, like, I don't know, heroes or whatever, like these dance moves that
Yeah.
a lot of people knew. um so I guess that's kind of cool, but other than that I haven't really seen anything about how good the show is and why I should watch it, so I just haven't. So
I think you should just watch it before we record again so that you can agree with me. Or maybe not, maybe you can
yeah,
disagree because we're
yeah,
really good
that
at
is
that.
true.
Um, because I keep seeing things about how like, oh, she acted so well. She's just like a blank
Yeah,
faced
yeah,
asshole.
just monotone and like,
Yeah, like I don't.
yeah,
How is that impressive as an acting skill?
yeah. Unless like she's
I don't
very
know.
expressive and charismatic like in her normal life, then maybe, but like, I don't know. I've only seen her in like three things, so like Babysitter
Yeah.
2, Joe, and I think she was in something else, but I can't remember. But um yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like other things that I've
Yeah.
watched recently, but nothing really nothing that I can write home about, I suppose.
Peripheral. I talked about it a couple times. That shit's
Is
really
that
good.
that one
It's
with
got
Grace Moretz?
Chloe
Yeah.
Moretz, Chloe Grace Moretz. Yeah, she's really good. Phenomenal. That's a really good
Have you
show.
watched that
I just
movie
finished an.
with her with it's called Mother Android? Yeah, that's good.
Yes,
I like that a lot.
that's a good
Yeah.
fucking movie. Yeah. Um. Then there's another one that got the guy from Sons of Anarchy. I can't remember his
Charlie
name.
Hunnam?
Charlie Hunnam, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, Charlie Hunnam. So yeah, he's like an escaped convict in the 80s
Uh
in
oh.
Bombay, and it's really good. It's
Have
done
you
really well.
seen Papillon with him? He plays a guy who gets sent to this French prison colony in the Americas
Oh,
and in
what?
like the late 1800s, early 1900s maybe. And
Okay,
this prison is like fucking hardcore, and it's so it's based off of real events, and the guy that he plays is a real dude, but he kind of like, when he wrote his book, took different people from the prison stories and then put them into this book. So it's kind of controversial. It's like autobiographical, but kind of not really, because he didn't go through every part of it, right? But
okay,
the movie just takes what happened in the book and then makes it all this character. And yeah, so he gets arrested, wrongly convicted of a murder, I think, and gets sent to
okay.
this prison colony, and it's like a work camp colony thing. And he fucking tries to escape, and they got these crazy rules where it's like, if you try to escape the first time you try to escape, you're locked up in solitary confinement for like a month or something. And
Mm,
then the second time
yeah,
it's a year, and then the third time it's like 18 or 20 years, something like that. It's like a crazy amount of time. And he he tries to escape. So uh
of course, right?
anyway, it's really good. And so when he started talking about him being a prisoner, I was like, oh, different movie. But uh
Different one.
what's the one you were talking about called?
Oh, dude,
Like something
it's a
crazy?
fucking weird
Yeah.
word. It's like Charlie Hunnam.
Sha-la-la-la.
Talk about some.
Um Listen, he was great in Sons of Anarchy, and I'm kind of annoyed that he didn't get like any good roles that kind of kept that like going. Like all his movie roles have been really hit or miss, I think. Like he was in that King Arthur
Yeah,
movie that was like not great.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
okay. But he was also in Triple Frontier.
I never watched that. Is that good?
Triple Frontier is fucking good. He was in The Lost City of
Oh yeah,
Z. That was a
I
really
like
good
that a
movie.
lot. That one fucked with my head a little bit.
Uh, but the show I'm talking about is called
Shit.
Shantaram. Shantaram. Shantaram,
Oh yeah, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce that. Shanaram is how I would
right?
pronounce it, but
Yeah, but it's done really well. It's really good. I don't understand where that word comes from because I haven't heard them say it. They didn't reference it at all in the first season.
perfect. We're
So
never gonna fucking tell
bullshit.
you. Oh my god, did you hear what happened with okay, so you know Netflix. You've heard of it. Uh
I've met
yeah.
him. Yeah,
You remember that other thing that people used to go to for movies before Netflix? And you know how they
Blockbuster.
kind of just
Right,
ruined Blockbuster and then they
right.
made a
Yeah,
show called Blockbuster.
and that show's kind of
They
bad.
canceled it. So they killed Blockbuster twice. Like I don't know if it was for spite or what, but like that show had a really good like you could make it a good show like but they
Yeah,
just didn't.
it had funny parts, but it wasn't
Yeah.
great.
But I just love that they're like, no, we didn't kill him hard enough the first time. Fuck them. Do it again. Cancel
Yeah.
the show.
You know what I'm surprised is still
Uh,
a thing? Redbox.
yeah. It is kind of like convenient in the fact that like if it's a new rental that's not on any major like if it's like a fresh release that hasn't made it to Netflix or made it to whatever and you don't have I don't know whatever rental service like
All
Amazon
1,000 streaming
like it
services.
it is convenient because it's like wait what $3 for a fucking movie for a day or something like that. I don't know. I haven't used it in forever.
Is it three? I've never used
It's
it,
not that expensive. It's
but yeah,
pretty nice because
yeah.
it's just like oh, I still have a couple Redbox movies that I never returned, and I was like, this is my version of never returning a video like from Blockbuster. Like this is the same. So yeah. Anyway, um,
Yeah.
what fuck.
Tell me some
Oh,
depressing
we
stuff.
don't have time. This has been 42 minutes.
Oh shit.
I don't have any depressing stories, luckily. I do have this one funny one that I wanted to talk about.
All right, fuck
And
it,
it's
do it.
like it's positive. So, Florida story. Imagine you're getting pulled over by a cop in Florida, and you're like, "What the fuck did I do?" And when you look over to the window, you see not a cop, but the motherfucking Grinch. And he just hands you a fucking onion and tells you to stop speeding.
What?
Yeah, there's a deputy in Monroe County that's been costume as the Grinch, and he's offered them a choice between an onion or a traffic citation, and I guess that's a holiday tradition that has been going for 20 years now, and that's kind of cool. Like, how often you like never get that kind of like stories about cops. It's always like he killed another guy. It's like, God damn it. But I like these little stories. It's like, oh, okay, that's kind of funny. Like, I would be confused as
Yeah.
shit. First of all, I'd think a crazy guy stole a cop car, especially if it happened in
Right,
Florida.
yeah.
I'd be like, oh, there's a dead cop back there, probably. Like, um, but yeah, that's my story for the week. Uh,
Yes, dude. Haha, see? This is a Shane show. Fuck all y'all. Watch this one
yeah,
more. I need 23 views. All right.
in the first 3 days.
Well, in the first 3 days. Damn
Yeah.
it. I'm gonna like just get on random computers all week long.
Just like make a little fucking
All
like
right.
a link, like a what do you call them? The barcode things, those crazy ones.
Oh, the
Yeah,
QR codes.
just make
Yeah.
one that goes directly to the video and then stick them all over the place because it'll still be clicks, right? So
That's a really good
I
idea,
know
actually. We need to get a QR code just for the show.
it'll be right behind the stickers. With we're so cool.
Behind the regular stickers that stuff
Yeah.
we got. Yeah. All right. Number one this week. debuting there is Heroes and Villains by Metro Boomin. Never heard
Me
of him.
neither.
So if you have, let us know your favorite song. Number 2 is Midnight, Taylor Swift. Number 3 is Her Loss by Drake and 21 Savage. And I don't know if you've seen this album cover, but the girl on this album cover looks like she's just fucked up. Like I can't tell if they did it on purpose or if like that's just the way they took the picture, but she looks like she's like really hot.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm looking at the picture like real
Yeah.
small,
Let me check it out.
but it looks like she's fucking
Oh yeah.
lit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, she's like
Yeah.
blazed as fuck. Number 4 is Un Viernes Sin Ti by Bad Bunny. Number 5, Christmas, Michael Bublé. Number 6, Harry's House by Harry Styles. Number 7, Dangerous Double album, Morgan Wallen. Keeping it alive. Number 8 is The Highlights by The Weeknd. Here we go. Number 9 is The Christmas Song by Nat King
Yep.
Cole. Number 10, here she is, guys. She's coming. Winter has come. Merry Christmas by Mariah Carey.
Oh my god. That's unfortunate.
Let's
Dude,
see.
look at all the ones that are
12
in,
is
yeah, look at how many are in the next 10.
I know. 12 is the Charlie Brown Christmas. 13 is A Christmas Gift for You from various artists. The best of the Pentatonics Christmas.
Pentatonics.
Christmas Classics by Bing Crosby. God damn. Ultimate Christmas, Frank Sinatra.
Jesus Christ.
It's coming,
Yeah.
dude. It's gonna be way worse. It's like I overestimated it. I thought it would already just be 1 through 10 Christmas
Yeah.
stuff.
No, you fudged up.
Yeah.
Next week
I
for
overestimated
the
everyone's
Christmas
ability to
episode,
love
we should
Christmas.
just talk about our favorite Christmas songs.
Oh. And our favorite Christmas
Oh,
movies.
yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry. Fuck.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
I don't
Christmas
have any
song.
Christmas songs. I have a lot of really random Christmas movies that I like, though. And
All right,
not
Let's do
any
it.
of them are like, oh yeah, fucking Miracle on 34th Street or whatever. Like, they're all just dog shit movies, but I love them.
In the last episode of the Rick and Morty season just came out, Jerry watches Miracle on 34th Street, the extended cut, and
Oh no.
it's just a dude talking about all the miracles on 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th.
Oh no. Fucking Jerry, dude. What a goober.
Oh man, we want to thank our friends, the Dutch and Denver podcast, the No New Friends podcast, Kicking It with the Kellys in the Remedy Room. I challenge whoever watches this show because we almost have 40 subscribers on
Yeah.
YouTube. So somebody besides Pantera Girl and Kylie, get on there and argue in the comments.
Yeah,
All right.
start fucking turning
Just-
up information, dude. Still, if you'll listen to it eventually, but last week we have a new review that I talked about. But yeah, more
Oh, damn,
reviews
okay.
on Apple Podcasts because that is literally how like random people would come across our podcast on
Yeah.
Apple Podcasts. Is if they have more reviews that pushes it up. Otherwise it's just people that we know searching for it. Like that's the only other way. So share, review,
Yeah.
subscribe on YouTube, like, comment. Doesn't have to be anything. You'd be like, man, what the fuck is that weird thing behind Levi's head? And I'll talk about it. But just
If
like, why is Shane always in the same hotel room? Why is that?
exactly.
Why is that dude standing behind it? What?
Look, if you guys get this episode to 70 views, I'll stop being on the show so you guys can just have Levi all the time like you want
Oh
it.
my
All right.
God.
I'll just stop. I'll just quit like he wants me to, like you guys all want me to.
I don't want that. That's out of control. He missed everybody who needs attention. So we gotta feed his ego a little bit. It's fine.
Oh, okay, yeah, my ego.
Is that it?
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
that's
Well,
it.
I've had enough. Peace out, bitches.
Tip your bartender.